Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we worked on getting our fluid wagons set up. So we got our fluid wagons all done and they're stored and ready to go. And so that is all of the train production, so they no longer will have to make trains by hand anymore. That's nice. And so we are ready to move on to belts, but I realized the belts are going to need cobalt steel. Right? They're going to need cobalt steel to make belts, and that the cobalt steel that we were making was not attached to any sort of rail loading system. So I had to go in there and add a little loading bay for a train to bring that over. So that's done. Train's filling up. It'll be fine. So, we're ready to go ahead and start on this. Now, one of the things that we are going to need for all of the belts is wood production. So, we are going to need wood. So, I have to build another arboretum, which is fine. We can build another arboretum. Or rather, could we attach to the existing arboretum? Because again, this is not going to run it continuously. I don't see why we couldn't just borrow this one. How much wood are we going to need? 5.5 per second? We're making like 30 per second wood over here? Yeah, that's fine. Right now, the thing that's slowing us down is copper. Like, we're not producing enough copper wire coils. Wait a minute. Why are you not moving? You're green. You're on automatic mode. You're completely full. Why are... What happened there? Alright, head to Electronics Foundry, and I will go figure that mess out. Because that is a problem. Slight detour. We need to fix a bug. Copper wire coil. There we are. How in the world would you have picked up a single piece of coal? Alright, I'll keep my eye on it. But, yes. I think... Well, yes, we're going to go ahead and borrow that wood. If I need to expand that arboretum, then we'll go ahead and expand that arboretum. But I don't think we need to expand that arboretum. This is where else is that wood going? It's going down all the way down here over to here to make resin for the phenolic boards. Okay. Yeah, definitely. All right, so go ahead and let's put an output over here. We can always extend this. And once we have blue belts, we can turn this into blue belts so it'll handle the load. All right, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just come straight across. Or not. Go ahead, I'm going to bring it all the way over there. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so here is where our wood across back over here. Okay. Okay. Now, we're not going to need it for the basic belts, but we are going to need it for... So actually, we probably don't want to bring it there, but we want to have it at least here. I almost got smushed by that train. We need it there, and then we'll see. All right, so first things first. We have iron, but we need to start decoiling tin. And how much are we going to need? We need 30.3 per second tin plate across the board. We'll just call that 30 per second tin plate. So to decoil that tin at a rate of 30 per second, we need 2 assembly machines, and we're only going to need 1 output. Right, because one belt should be able to handle it. All right, excellent. Alright, we'll blend these. And then drop it into a box. As usual. That should be a big enough box for what we're going to need the tin for. That'll let it flow a little bit better. Alright. Cool. Alright, so we're going to need iron gear wheels. What we're actually really going to need is we're going to need to make tons of these basic transport belts, because that is the start of everything. Okay, how much basic transport belt are we going to need across the board? Let's do this. Let's actually remove the basic transport belt. Okay. We need 19.3 per second basic transport belts. So we'll call it 20 per second. So we'll need 30 per second iron plates. Alright, that works. So go ahead, we'll grab... Actually, let's bring that down on this line, and through this area I will keep it completely underground, just so that it hopefully doesn't get in the way of everything. Oh, that's not going that way, it's going this way, right. We're gonna build stuff out here. Alright, so we're gonna need this. Alright, and so you'll be making iron gear wheels at a rate of, what, 10 per second? I'm going to go ahead and use both sides of the belt. And then you are going to be making basic transport belts. And be outputting those basic transport belts. There, at a rate of 20 per second, so 10 per second each. Would single inserters work for that? We'll check, but if we need more capacity, we can always add another inserter. All right. And so, for the purposes of this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw these into a box. So that's going to go a bunch of different places. We're going to output. Now we need another 11 per second iron gear wheels. Which is another whole belt of iron plate. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Now we're going to have to send these in two other directions. Right? Yeah, for the underground belts and for the splitters. I see, it's 11 per second, right? And 11 per second tin plate. So actually, we're gonna want is for that to be on a single side of a belt. Come through here. And then we're gonna need our tin. And we load that onto that side of the belt. There we go. Let's see. We're going to need 22 per second steel gear wheel. 5.5 per second transport belts. 11 per second bronze. Okay, what we're going to do is this. And you're going to upgrade to that. We don't actually need these for anything else, right? No, we don't need those belts for anything else. So we just need a belt of bronze and a belt of steel gear wheels. Which those are going to need how much steel? 22 per second steel off of 4 assembly machines. That's fine. I'm actually going to feed these. All right. Alright, so that'll be the gear wheels. This will be the bronze. The bronze is over here. How much bronze are we going to need? 86.7 per second bronze. Okay. That's the 3 belts. So we are going to need to throw bronze into a silo for distribution. That's fine. Actually, the way we would want to handle it is to have all 4 belts coming through at the same time, if at all possible. Let's say that's going to be tough, but actually, if I swap this around and do it something like that, it shouldn't be a problem. Now again, this is just for distribution and balancing, so we don't need to store tons of it in there. All right. Okay. All right, that one doesn't actually... No, I'm silly. That one doesn't need this. That one doesn't need this. Just this one does. Spider attack? Oh. There we go. All right. So we're gonna need steel gear wheels off of 4. Oh, right. There we go. Off of 4. But it might actually still be a good idea to go ahead and throw this underground. Because we need steel coming in. Now we're going to need these steel gear wheels elsewhere as well. So I should probably just make a line that makes steel gear wheels. And then distribute. Ready to go. Okay, so how much steel gear wheel are we going to need? This is going to include the inserters. Let's see. 20 per second. Plus 28 per second. So 48 per second. Plus 22 per second. So 70 per second. Steel gear wheels. That'd actually be half of this, right? Or I could just go ahead and make this. You know, we'll go ahead and make that. $140 per second. Which is 5 belts. Input and output. We might reduce just a tad. So if we're doing 5, we'll do 25. Yeah. 5 sets of 5. That works. Hold on. Let me find some open spot to lay this out. Make a blueprint. Steel gear wheel. There we go. I'll toss that for a moment. Toss that one for a moment. We can always remake it. Here's the thing. That's going to get in the way, isn't it? Yeah, it is. What if we brought it up here? Yes. One. Nope, that won't work. Three, 4, 5. And that's going to need to run into probably a silo, but that's fine. Could have bumped it up just one more and it would have lined up perfectly. Oh well. We go into map mode to do the rest of this. Can't really see what I'm doing there. All right. So then, this is going to need power. All right. Done, done, done. You're all going to have power. Now, this is going to be in the way, so... Actually, that's going to have to come a little bit lower than this. I'll have to load there. And that lines up. All right. Perfect. All right. So that just needs to get all built. And then we'll have all of the steel gear wheels we're going to need. We still need to make iron gear wheels, but that's all right. Individually. Okay. But for now, we'll go ahead and end the episode here. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.